Well, let's now spend a little bit of time on the evolution of the leadership construct. So it turns out that the modern study of leadership began about 125 years ago. To be exact, 1904 is the first paper we can find on an actual modern leadership study or research study. Now, what happened is that leadership as a paradigm has always had a lot of leader centricity tied to it. It's always been focused on the leader. In fact, as leadership began as a more modern science, that paradigm is what basically limited the study of leadership to basically the leader. In 1991, Joseph Rost, who I'm sure you have heard the name by now, one of the facilitators has probably mentioned Joseph Rost. He did a study of nearly 100 years of research, and he found some very interesting discoveries. For one, he found that the word leadership and leader were synonymous. Another discovery is that there had only been one major paradigm of leadership, and he called that the industrial paradigm, which included what he referred to as leader centricity, an over focus, if you will, on just the leader. Also, he found out that many researchers and writers did not even define leadership. And he drew the conclusion that that was happening because people already believed we knew what leadership was. So why do we need to define it? And in the definitions that he did find in his research, most of those defined management or good management or qualities and characteristics of leaders. So in 1991, his definition of post industrial leadership was an influence relationship among leaders and followers who intend real changes that reflect their mutual purposes. In 1997, however, he modified his own definition because he did not believe that followers did followership. He believed that followers did leadership. So he removed the word followers and substituted the word collaborators. So his updated or revised definition in 1997 became leadership is an influence relationship among leaders and collaborators who intend real changes that reflect their mutual purposes. In 2020, the Institute for Post-Industrial Leadership made another revision to the definition. And I believe that if Rost had lived, he passed away in I think 2006, but if he had lived, I believe he would have come to the same conclusion. What we did was remove the word leader from the definition. So now the definition is leadership is an influence relationship among collaborators who intend and enact real significant changes that reflect their mutual purposes.